Hi, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Well, I feel the need to share a message with you all. This is regarding to affirmations and empowerment and uplifting oneself. It is very important that we, as a collective, as mankind, uplift ourselves and don't look so much to someone on the outside to uplift us. Now, it is very good and fine for people outside of ourselves to do this. At the same time, it's even better if we can do this for ourselves. Because once we are able to do this for ourselves, then we're really able to step into who we really are and feel the true empowerment and the true love and awesomeness that we are. Now, self affirmations or lifting oneself is very esteeming. It's very beneficial to our mental health and also trickles into our physical health as well. I say this because once you start affirming, believing in yourself, and really, getting to a point where you actually start believing it. Now, oftentimes in the beginning, a lot of it you won't believe. A lot of it we won't believe. A lot of it, will sound like flat out lies to us because we're not used to it. But we have to press on. We have to keep going with it. We can't stop until we start believing it. Because if you really think about it, the only reason why we don't believe it is because we believe the opposite of it. And the only reason that we believe the opposite of it is because we have been told the opposite of it, or we told ourselves the opposite of it over and over and over again until we believed it. So now we must tell ourselves the affirmative, the positive side of it until we believe it. Okay? Now, when you're met with circumstances, people, places, things that make you feel less than, make you feel sad, down, depressed, that is a blessing in disguise. This is telling you what it is that you can tweak, what it is that we can tweak. Let me not say you, because I mean it applies to us all. I'm doing this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are doing this already, and some of you maybe aren't doing it yet, but now that you're hearing about it, you will, and it's going to benefit all of us. So um, I'll give an example. Okay, if say for instance you're at a job and co-worker, boss, or supervisor, anyone there, says something that makes you feel like you're incapable. Like you're not doing a good job. You're not doing the best you could do. But at the same time, you kind of feel like you're putting your best efforts in, and it makes you feel bad because of how they're pretty much putting you down. And it's not to say that you should get mad at them or not get mad at them. Your emotions are your emotions. How you feel is how you feel. And we all have a right to feel our emotions. So, but what we need to do in instances like that is affirm to ourselves the complete opposite. We don't have to say it out loud, say it in our minds, but make it a daily mantra, make it a daily affirmation until you feel comfortable with yourself and you feel like, you really are that, you know. Say for instance the boss says something like, well, such and such does a better job at this than you do. So they're making a comparison to you. They make you kind of feel bad about yourself. Now you're looking at this other person like, okay, well they're better than me. No, that's not true. That's why it feels so bad when you hear it, because you know it's not true. So what you do then is you affirm to yourself that I am good enough. My work is great, you know? And not so much as to affirm that, oh, well, I'm better than them or I'm just like them. No, you take the other person completely out of the equation. You don't even add the other person into the affirmation, because we're going to keep the affirmations focused on the self, okay? Because it's self-esteem. So, like I said, you'll say something like, well, my work ethic is great. I do a great job in my work. Even if you don't believe it, okay? Because, like I said, your boss probably been telling you this over and over and over. Somebody else probably been telling you this over and over and over until you believe it. So you have to keep telling yourself this till you believe it, okay? I know it sounds like, to some, it may sound cheesy or corny or like it won't work or like, what is that going to do? Lie to myself. No, but it's going to help, okay? It takes time. Yeah. Now, the amount of time varies for each individual. It all depends on when you start to believe it, okay? And you'll know when you start believing it because of how it feels when you say it. You'll just know. You listen to your heart. You'll know. So every day, set aside some time to do this. 5 minutes, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes, or if you can only do it for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, it's still better than nothing. You know what I mean? But do it throughout the day as many times as you can, much time as you could think about doing it. I recommend setting an alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need a schedule about it, but because I do that myself. I do an alarm clock. And I just do them. For a little bit. And oftentimes I'll do it even like when I'm starting my new affirmations, the ones that are new to me. I'll try to do those until they feel a little easy. Like I said in the beginning, it feels like, damn, this is a lie. You know what I'm saying? So I just do it over and over and over and over and over until it starts to, kind of settle in. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. Affirmations do work. And I'm so thankful that I found out about them because I never really knew about them, which is crazy because there's so many people who does know about them and has been knowing about them for years. But I mean, that just goes to show, a lot of times, if we're not exposed to things, how can we know? We're ignorant to it, so we don't know. But when you do know, it's the blessing right there. You find out. So now, I'm sharing this, and hopefully it helps some people, maybe some people who didn't know about it before, even people who do know about it. Maybe it'll just encourage you to continue. But it is very beneficial. It helps a lot. You'll start seeing the results once you start believing it. Okay? You're not gonna, don't start and then, when you're saying these affirmations and, in your mind, you're like, it's a lie, it's a lie. And then you're looking around for some evidence, outside of you. And you, in your mind, you're already saying you don't believe it. You're not going to see the evidence. It's not going to show up until you believe it. You have to keep saying it daily, weekly, however long it's going to take you. You know what I'm saying? Be gentle with yourself, don't get too upset, with yourself if it doesn't work the first day or 2 or 3 or even weeks, Hell, if it doesn't work for months, don't get upset. I would still keep trying. I would double up the time that I do it. If you've been doing it for months or weeks, start doing it more. Obviously, maybe you need to do it more times throughout the day, but don't give up. That's the whole point. Because you are worth it. You know what I'm saying? We are worth it. We are worth the effort of, esteeming ourselves. We're worth the effort of building ourselves up. We're worth the effort. Because how many times do many of us put the effort into someone else? We put the effort into someone else so easily. And how many of us have got little return from that? Or no return from that? Or even the complete opposite. You could put so much of yourself into other people and they could in turn drain you or, just, not really accept you. So that's where you take all your power back. You can't give other people your power. Their job is to esteem themselves. Your job is to esteem yourself. Okay, and it works better that way. The flow of life is more harmonious. Um, but anyway, I digress. I didn't get into a whole other little subject, but yeah, affirmations are great. Continue to affirm yourself. Continue to give yourself positive affirmations. Tell yourself, all the things that you wish other people would want to tell you. If you're wishing that other people would see you a certain way, or you would have certain qualities, stop looking for other people to give it to you. Stop giving, other people that power over you. You give yourself the power over you. So what, you want him or her to like you? So what, you want you want this job promotion? Affirm that you already have it. You already have the job promotion. You already have the mate. You already have it. And you're already that person that you want to be. You are already it. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for somebody else to tell you that you're it. You tell you that you're it. You don't need anybody else to tell you that you're it. Okay? That you're the ish. You know what I mean? Tell yourself. But anyway, I digress again. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. But I hope you guys, keep your head up, do your affirmations, and don't give up. Alright, keep it pushing.